Eddie, up the grid down under, southwest Western Australia. Well, food and the food industry today, and also a bit about fasting. So I'll just grab my stick and let off, hopefully before it rains again. Wait a bit of rain, I think there's a bit coming, we'll see how we go. Yeah. Firstly, who am I? I'm just a bit of pixie dust floating around the universe in 2024. Nothing really, you know. Yeah, just doing me thing, and as I says, the thoughts and what makes you think and what you do. And what would I know? Well, I used to think I know nothing, right? And yeah, so you know nothing, it's only what's programmed into your brain, you really know nothing. And then my younger brother said nothing is actually something, it's no thing. So yeah, I actually know something, and that is nothing. So wrap your head around that for a sec. So it's 10 days into the fast I am. I haven't eaten nothing for 10 days, only water, and I do have a green tea at night, but other than that, absolutely zero. Yeah, and it's amazing, and it's a bit hard to wrap your head around, and I struggle to believe it myself. Is it going to rain? I don't know if these mics are waterproof, but we'll see how we go. Yeah, and it sort of proves to me a bit that, you know, food, we're probably taking in a bit more than we need to. So really the body, my body's been running on empty since about day 3. Yes, I just think of all the dunny paper I've saved and the money I've saved in food. Yeah, the food industry is all designed to get you to eat more, so and consume more. So rather than we've got a famine, we've got the opposite to a famine at the moment, where there's just so much to shove in your face that it's unbelievable. And a lot of it really isn't doing you too good. A lot of it's designed around pleasure and dopamine hits, or whatever that dopamine is. And it makes you think and wonder that you know, they've got the lab coats, you know, the scientists in the white coats, and they're working double time to get you to consume more to increase the profits, right? And what they studied and what they worked out was if they put a bit of sugar in stuff, you'll eat more. So you look at the labels, and there's sugar in everything. And the new one I've come across just recently is a thing called Dextrose. Google it up. Dextrose. Don't know if you've heard it or seen it on the back of labels, but it's in a lot of stuff. And what dextrose is it's a simple sugar. I don't know if it comes from corn syrup or something like that, but it's a simple sugar that the doctors use. You can take it intravenously, or I suppose orally. They use it for people that have got low blood sugar, to raise their blood sugar levels. So if you've got normal blood sugar levels and you're raising your blood sugar levels, you know, is that a good thing? And then if you sort of close to diabetic or diabetes. Isn't that all to do with blood sugar? So you know, you're just pumping this shit into you, and there's a reason. Yeah, you consume more and lead you into the end game. So the pleasure you get from eating too much creates pain down the track. It's avoidable pain. Pain's going to be another video, so look forward to that. Yeah, so it's all avoidable. Like we're drilled in, you know, as I said, nothing other than I've learned. We're drilled in from a young age that, you know, you got to have 3 meals a day. You know, I've been surviving on eating between 1 o'clock and say 6 o'clock. Usually finish about maybe 5 o'clock. I have a bit of a feed, you know, a couple of feeds in that time period, and that does me. Yeah, and I feel great. Just have one crap a day and that's it. It's taken me a while to get to here, like 65 years, but here I am, bit of pixie dust blowing around the universe. Yeah, so that's 3 meals a day. They're all working double time to get you consume more so that they can increase the profits. Like breakfast, it's the main meal of the day, they reckon. And that term came from Mr. Kellogg. Mr. Kellogg's come up with that. So, you know, and then after you've eaten Kellogg's cornflakes, I never got into cereals and stuff in the morning. Milk and soggy stuff, I just didn't get me, you know. Another thing that didn't get me. But yeah, I used to survive on a couple of bits of toast and Vegemite, you know. That'd do me to lunchtime. So I was sort of on this path, I suppose, back then. I didn't eat too much, and I didn't want to put too much crap in me body. So yeah, 3 meals a day, that's a load of crap. Bullshit, really. So have a think about it. Yeah, have a bit of a think about it, and yeah, have a look at that dextrose, and yeah, check everything's got sugar in it these days, and sugar is another one of them addictions. Sugars, yeah, that'll be another video. That's pretty hard to stop, the old sugar. That's probably one of the hardest things in the world to stop. Yeah, I'm not dropping dead. So you know, back to the breakfast, the main meal of the day. I've been working with my body a little bit recently. You're not going to get energy for that that meal for a couple of days, and you know, you get a bit sluggish, and yeah, you're digesting and you're supposed to work, but it's all designed around when they got us working from 9 to 5, you know what I mean, and school from 9 to 3, and that thing, you got to get a bit of food into you in the day. Lunchtime's probably all you need. A couple of kangaroos. Oh, the roos floating up there. Scared them off. You know, even when you eat today, you're probably not going to get that energy from that food until, you know, tomorrow or the next day. Your body has to go through a bit of a process to digest it all, and you know, once you're on the roll, you know, you eat today and you get the energy tomorrow, and then you eat tomorrow and you get the energy tomorrow. But yeah, it's all so it's tied in. You got to have breakfast before you go to work or school, and you got to have ding ding, the bell goes. You got to eat at that specific time that they've set out for you. Time, that's another one. Fucking time. Yeah, and it keeps you going, and then you got to eat again at night. It's and then you've got all the crap you're putting in your body in between. You know, you check all that stuff that you buy in plastic, and they reckon there's a bit of a global crisis, and I'm not sure plastic's got anything to do with it, but you know, we move forward, we progress. You have a look at the labels on some of the ingredients in those things, not only dextrose, you know, emulsifiers and preservatives and colouring and all this scientific shit. Follow your science, all designed to, you know, preserve food and yeah, it's not doing you no good. So think about it. You know, people say, oh, you got to live and all that sort of shit. Yeah, you got to live, enjoy living, enjoy today, but tomorrow, when you're going through all that pain, you start to think, oh no, I don't want that pain. And you know, when you get close to the end of your life, it's so fucking painful. And as I don't know, I suppose it's a famous term, but Chrissy Amphlett from the Divinals, you know, the band in the, I think it was the 80s or 70s. There's a fine line between pleasure and pain, and yeah, you can get joy and pleasure, but yeah, think about if I can help someone. You know, if you're overweight or you know, you want to lose weight, or you think you're too heavy, or you know what I mean, it's what is it, weight challenged or something like that, but you know, you're not really happy with your body and the way it's all going, you've got to make changes and take responsibility for yourself. You know, these corporations want you to consume all the shit. They've only got one interest in mind, and it's not yours. It's all designed around profit, and then it leads you to the end game. I'll get onto the end game in another video, but they'll solve your pain with a pill, you know what I mean? Yeah, and that leads you down another horrible road. So hopefully you yeah, if someone's weight challenged, I'd have a look at what you're shoving in your face, you know what I mean? That's the ultimate responsibility of yourself, and I'd say what you're shoving in your face, you've got nearly 90% or 100% of the result you're getting with your body. So I'm 10 days into the fast. I've done 4 of these over the last year. So there's 40. I did last one was a 12-day fast. So there's 42. If I make this, I might be making this one a 12-day fast. Not sure yet. Today's day 10. If you so it could be 44 days out of me 365 that yeah, I haven't eaten anything. Now with fasting, I'm not the expert or nothing, you know. Don't just rush off and have a crack. I had one crack back in the day when I was on the 3 meals a day and doing all the shit, you know. I tried back then. I got 2 days in, I went, oh no, oh no, I think I'm going to die or something, right? So I stopped it. That was the first one I did years ago when I was on the 3 meals a day. Yeah, and you know, over the last, I suppose, 4 years, I've been doing this, an experiment with myself, doing my own science, you know what I mean? Not relying on the scientists, doing my own science and testing out my body. I've been doing this intermittent fasting where you sort of eat, you know, 1.5 meals a day I've been doing basically, and that sort of works. Now, what I found on the fast leading into the December fast, end of December fast I did, what I found, like you'd think you're going 10 days without nothing, so you're like a boxer after the weigh-in, you know, you got to shovel all this food into your face to get through it, right? And you do that, you know. I don't do that, but you know, you could have a fair food. But what I found in the December one was my teeth were hurting, right? and so I couldn't really eat. So I was only eating, leading into that fast, I was only eating one meal for about 4 days before I did the fast. I was eating just a 1 meal a day about 3 o'clock, and it's sort of counterintuitive that you'd eat less. It seemed to go easier. So yeah, when you're leading into it now, don't shovel all this food thinking you know you're going to survive for 10 days. You need this food, all this food in your gut. You really don't, and weaning down to that fast, it makes it a lot easier, I've found. Yeah, couple of things I wouldn't be doing. I wouldn't be going cold turkey on coffee, and I probably wouldn't do coffee in the fast. Some people recommend it and say it's all good and cool, but if you're going to fast, you may as well just go water. So I wouldn't cold turkey coffee and the piss and all that. I'd sort of look at your lifestyle and prepare for it. Just working out how to get across this creek. How do I normally go down there? Yeah, so yeah, that's it. And yeah, you know, you think you're gonna die or something. It's not. I just sort of carry on normal, and then you sort of, another thing, you know, it's all what we've been trained to think, you know. I think I'm turning back to a bit of an animal. Like you just think about it and you think, oh, I'm going to get all weak and I won't be able to, you know, I'll be lying down, I won't be able to do nothing. That's not really the case. So the human body is an amazing bit of gear, you know, I've thought about it, where thought comes from. Tell me if no one's had a crack at where thought comes from in the comments. Come on. And I was thinking about it, and then I thought, you know, if you want, we're fortunate enough in Australia, our great Aboriginal brothers here, you know, probably the most intelligent group on the planet, them and the native Indians, perfect harmony with nature, and it's still here, you know what I mean. We're fortunate in Australia to have that. And there's plenty of kangaroos wandering through the bush here. You just think about it, if you chasing kangaroos for your food and fish and that sort of thing, there might be a day or two that you don't catch nothing, right? And so what your body does, it becomes more alert and more heightened, and you've got more energy to make sure you don't pass away, sort of thing, you know what I mean? It's not like you lose all energy and you're down and out, and you know, you're on the floor groveling in pain or anything like that. Yeah, so all that's a bit counterintuitive. I'm thinking of starting the school of unlearning. Anyway, I hope this helps someone, and you know, think about it. We're all consumers. We're designed for profit and everything that we're doing. I've been questioning it all over the last few years, and food's a part of it. So them shopping aisles full of all that stuff that they create. Now you got Billy Gates creating fake meat. Man, I don't know. Don't know about you. If everyone just ate one meal a day, you know, the planet would be fine. There's a lot to create all that stuff, and a lot of it's coming out of a factory. So yeah, if you're weight challenged, it's your responsibility and what you shove in your mouth. Anyway, that's today's chat. If you want to, appreciate it if you subscribe and like, and maybe if you're going to share it word of mouth. Don't worry about clicking the button. Go and tell someone in person, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm getting over this digital stuff. So yeah, anyway, don't forget to watch my videos. We'll catch you in the next video. So take care, and I wish you all the best.